Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Betty, owner and creator of Betty's Custom Designs here on YouTube, Etsy, Facebook, and Instagram. And I want to apologize for being MIA for a few days, but I got a new car. I got a Ford Mustang, and oh my God, I didn't realize everything that was involved in getting another vehicle. So yeah, it's just been crazy. I had intended on doing like a craft with me today because I was going to work on some doing some altered playing cards, but to be honest, I just didn't feel like getting all the stuff out, and I just had a streak of lazy hit me. So I had been working on some ephemera to put in my store, in my Etsy store. And so I figured I would just bring you guys along as I'm working on it. What I've done here is just the same basic principles that we've been doing in some of the other Photoshop videos where I took the tags and layered them. I tell you what, let's just start new. So we're going to create a new document. And I am just going to pull in my tag design that I use. Let me slip my glasses back down. I've got so much stuff on this iPad, it's not even funny. So this is the tag design. I'm going to make it a little more narrow and a little shorter. And then I don't want it to stay blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to fill, and I'm going to set it to white and fill that in. But I do want the edge to be black. So I'm just going to fill that in. And yes, this is blue as well. Okay. And now that I've got that, I'm going to duplicate that layer and just move it over. Let's do a couple of these. So I hope everyone has been doing good. Again, like I said, I apologize that I have not been on here. I have just overwhelmed with everything that it takes to get a vehicle. And it was actually not a bad experience. So it was crazy. So let's make a larger tag as well. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring it here. And then we're just going to enlarge it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my first tag here. I'm going to select that layer. And what I was doing was just making like some garden type tags. And so let's do the same thing. This is a piece of I say it's a piece of paper, but this is an image that I did here on Photoshop. I did not do that online with you guys, but I done the grunge brushes and I made it look very grungy. I love this image here. And so I've just layered it on top of that tag, and then I'm going to clip it down, and then I am going to blend it to multiply. So now we've got that tag there. Now, if I want to put an image on top of that, I can just simply take and find the image that I want. Let's use this one here. And so I'm just layering it there, and there's some stuff there, so I'm going to go ahead and clip that. And that's how easy it is to do those layers like that. Now let's go ahead and let's do a couple more layers. And now let's do this one. Let's just put maybe a piece of the ledger paper from my ledger and lace kit. Let's do that. And let's put an image on here. See, I don't even know what to put. I'm telling you. I hope all of you guys are doing okay. I mean, I can say that it was so worth, you know, all of the hassle getting my car, because I love my car. But man, it was definitely a hassle. Okay, and so the same thing, I put the image down, I clipped it, and then I did multiply, so now you can kind of see some of that ledger back there. So let's go on to the next one, and I am going to do this one with, let me see. Let me find something maybe a little bit lighter, because I'm going to show you how to do the grunge look on it. I don't know that I have covered that yet. Okay, so here is like a sheet of notebook paper. Let's clip that down and multiply. Now, before we add our image, I am going to merge the I'm going to merge the paper down onto the tag, and oops, wrong one, but it's okay. I needed to do it anyway. All right, so now I've got that selected, and what I'm going to do, I am going to load that as a selection, and then I am going to create a new layer. Okay, now on this new layer that I've created here, I am going to go over here, and these are just some brushes that I downloaded. You can get them for free if you'll just like Google grunge brushes for Photoshop. That's all I did. And so I have just selected grunge texture brush 4. We'll see how it looks. And then I've got like a dark brown. And so now, well, look at me. I am being goofy, 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 goofy. Oh, because I got it on paint. All right, so let's go ahead. Why isn't it? You know what? Because I've got it. Let me take all of this off. Hang on. I'm telling you guys wrong. Okay, I'm going to put a new layer right there. Now, in that layer is where I am supposed to be doing all of this stuff, but it's being crazy with me tonight. Oh, you know why? Because I got it set to clear. That always helps if you check your brush mode for your blend settings. All right, there, that's better. And I am messing up so bad. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, now maybe we're back. Let me put that new layer there, because whew. Let me get a different brush. That's not the one. There is one that I really, really, really like, and I never can remember which one it is until I do it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one. Maybe it's this one. We'll see. All right. So with the grunge brush, you can just hit it. And so as you can see, I'm like putting some grunge on it. And you can change the color that you're going to put. You can change to the different brushes. Like this one has like a splatter. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this one's kind of like a big ink splot. This one's kind of cool. Oh, that one's really cool. So I'm wishing I had written down the one that I actually like the most, but you know, that would have been too easy. So I'm just going on. Actually right now what I'm doing, I'm just playing. The ones that I'm putting over here are not going to really show. So I'm just kind of playing around with it right this minute. Those aren't very big. I do like this one. So, okay, I think it's number 20 that I like the most, but anyway. All right, so now that it looks like I've created this huge mess, but all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clip it down, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hit multiply, and so now we have this really grungy looking paper. I'm not real happy with it because I was playing around with it so much, so I just deleted that layer, and now I'm just gonna, I added another layer back, And so now we can go in and, yeah, this is the one that I like. And we can add some of those like really grungy looking type things. And then I just clipped it down, and then we'll do multiply. And so now, as you can see, I have this grungy looking tag. So this is one good way, you know, in addition to giving the tag itself some character, this is something that you can do on tickets or anything like that. It just adds a different dimension. So let's put, let's put maybe the wheelbarrow. I can't talk, wheelbarrow. We're going to put that on there, and then we'll clip it down, and then we'll do multiply as well, even though it doesn't make that much difference. Okay, so let's go on to the next layer, and let's put something on there. What do we want to put? Decisions. Let's go with some coffee dyed paper. I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to clip it down and hit multiply. Now let's do the same thing. Let's add a layer. And let's kind of grunge this up a little bit. And let me see. Let me go back with this one here. Okay, that's what I want. And then this should be that empty layer. Okay, so now let's grunge it up some. And let's be maybe a little bit more careful of how we grunge it, per se. Because I can have a little too much fun when it comes to the grunge brushes. Because they can be quite fun. And now you don't want any kind of a pattern when you're doing it. Because a pattern makes it look too planned. Now this one I love this one as well, and I'd use this one a lot on the tags that I was doing because it just makes it look like it's old paper that's been creased. Okay, so as you can see, it drastically changed the look of that tag. So let's go ahead and let's put another garden element type thing down. I am not sure what I want to put. Let's put the boots maybe. And we'll clip it down. I'm going to erase this little bit of the wheelbarrow that was right there. And then we're going to hit it to multiply. And there we go. So let's go on to this one. Let's add a photo. Let's add this one maybe. We're just gonna layer it on there, clip it down, hit multiply, and now let's grunge it up a little bit too. So let's add another layer. Now if I don't add another layer and I just paint right on that, then I will not be able to layer it and get it out from around everything else. So that's why it's important. And let's do just that, excuse me, that last one that I did where it looks like everything's kind of been folded. I like the way that looks. And you can, you know, I'm playing right now more than anything. But you can really be very meticulous in how you do it. And then I'm just adding some splatters. You know, I'm just having fun. That's all I'm doing. Now I'm going to clip it down and then we'll hit multiply. Okay, so let's add something on this one. And we've got that. We don't have that, do we? No. So let's add this little watering can, garden, whatever you want to call this thing. We're going to add that, and all of this, you see this is right here on the tag. We will have to erase that, but that's okay. And so we've just added that there. Let's hit multiply, and let's go ahead and delete this stuff here because I don't need that. I mean, it don't hurt to keep it there, but it's not going to go along with what I want for the tag. And I could make this a little bigger, make it things a little quicker for us, but you know, that would be too easy. Okay. So just like that, we've made, 5 really cute, simple little tags. Now, let's add a couple other little elements or something to it. Let's see. We can do... Let me see, let's do like a ticket. Okay, and so this is blue, and obviously I don't want blue. So let's just keep it at that color. We'll do the fill, and we'll just fill those lines in. Now we will need to change we actually need to add a color on the inside. And I'm gonna show you how to do a border around the ticket without it attaching. So the first thing you want to do is fill the inside in so that your photo or your image will have something to attach to. Let's do another piece of that ledger paper just for kicks and giggles. Let's do that, and we're going to clip it down. Now you see how it attached to everything, but when I do multiply, it's like that. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to add one of the designs, you know, one of the little elements for the garden type thing. I am not sure which one. We'll just do that box for now. Okay. Because what we'll do is we'll end up writing a word on this. So I'm going to clip this down. Now there is some right here that I need to erase. Now, you would think that now you could fill this in, but let me show you what happens when I fill this area in right here. Let me go back to the tag. I'm on the tag layer. And when I fill it in, as you can see, it brings all of the, it's still clipped, but it's now the ledger paper and all that is clipped into that border. So what I need to do is I need to go to where the ledger paper is, and I need to say merge down. Then I need to go where the image is, and I need to say merge down. Now I can, and I'm going to make it a little bit darker. Now I can go right here and I can color it in, and as you can see, there's nothing there. And even if I were to still do it that lighter color, you can see because it doesn't have anything that it's clinging to like that now. So that's just a little word of advice on how you can make tags and layer and clip and still have a nice little border. Now, one thing I could do is I could do a new layer, and I could go right here and reduce the size of my grunge brush, and I've got it the same color, so that's obviously not going to work. Let me get back over here. Let's get a darker color. And so I can grunge up this little area right here, and I will show you. I don't want it that one. That was too big. And again, I don't want it to look planned, even though it is kind of planned. I don't want it to look planned. So I'm just like grunging around the edge of the tag, Now you can grunge the tag itself. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just personal preference at this point. I'm just going to show you how you can, you know, you don't have to tap. You could, you know, draw across it. You can do anything like that. I'm just trying to, for whatever reason, I like to tap it. Okay. Now I can clip that down, and as you can see, it took it out from all around it there, and now it's just on like the border of that tag. But let's go back and let's go ahead and add some of that to the, that one's pretty cool. It's like a lattice type thing. So I'm just adding some of that. We'll clip that down and we'll do multiply as well. And so there it completely changed the look of that tag. Or yeah, ticket. I can't even talk tonight. So we could do that and have like a little splotch there to where it looks like we got something spilled on it. This is that splatter. We can do some splatter there. And then we'll just clip it down. And there we go. So let's create a couple more things and then we will call this video done. And I will be back tomorrow. You know, it's just, it was crazy with the new car and I am just, that was an exhausting experience, you know, trying to get what I wanted, and yeah, it was just crazy. So, okay, we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to fill this in with a light color here. We will clip it down or clip something down to it. Let's do this. Let's just do it like that. We're going to set it to multiply. I'm just trying to think. You know what I'm going to do? First, I am going to put my image, whatever image I want to put. Let's do this little bird. How about that? He can be part of the garden. Okay, so we have the bird clipped down. Now let's go ahead and merge down and merge down. Now let me get this. I'm going to make this a little darker, and I'm going to fill that in. Okay. Now let's take and add a new layer. Let's get our paintbrush. Let's darken it just a little bit. And we're just going to do the splatter on this one. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to merge it down and hit multiply. And there we go, guys. So we're going to call this video done for the night. Thank you so much for watching and for being patient with me not being on here for a few days. I really do appreciate all of you guys so much, more than you can imagine. But thank you, and I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.